My name is Carson Melton. Sometimes online I go by Fond. Though in the future I may regret to admit this, I am a human. I am alive. Though my life has been one of much shame, and even I can't begin to guess what it's like to live the life of a normal human being. Though here, in this fickle moment of time, I've stowed myself to try and learn. In reality, last night I wrote a script out for this video. I wanted to make it special, I suppose. Now I'm not going to use it. 2 days ago, on the 24th of June, I turned 23, which is very young. However, I feel very old, or at least I feel late, as if I've wasted too much time, as if 23 is too close to the end. Part of me feels it's too late, though I know it's not quite yet too late to achieve what I'd like. I don't know much about myself. I don't know much about others. And even more so, I don't know how to talk about any of this. In reality, the quote from Osamu Danzai, that I've lived a life of much shame, is, well, to me, feels a bit too, I suppose, important or certain. I'd say more fitting for myself is I live a life of indifference. Not my entire life, but I have come to be so indifferent to everything that I do not know how to speak opinions, have desires, nor follow any of those. I'm 23 years old, and for the last, 13 years, I feel, I've been on a slow decline into, is there even a word to describe it? Stagnation, perhaps? And a pile of trash? No, perhaps a pile of trash is too good as well. Because in a pile of trash, you could find all kinds of treasures, can't you? This is the issue of not using a script. I will ramble, try to find my thoughts. But yesterday when I was thinking about these videos, I wanted to make them special. I wanted to choreograph them, script them, make them look a certain way in editing. Today, before I started recording, I realized that is just a facade. A lie. The purpose of these videos are to expel everything from my chest, rip my chest open, lay my heart bare in front of everyone. Well, if anyone watches. It does not actually matter if anyone watches these, finds them, cares, likes them, hates them. Just the possibility that there could be someone is enough. When I turned 23, I decided I'm going to stop. Stop everything. Stop being myself. I can't really say it was myself in the first place. I suspect it was a mask, or more likely, a shell of something. My childhood? I don't know. Perhaps now I am myself, but I've decided I don't want that mask to be me. I want to find myself. I've been rotting. I don't know what it means to be a perfect person. I don't know exactly what is a perfect person, nor do I really believe I'll ever be a perfect person, but there are traits I've seen in others. I've never met someone with all these traits, but there are traits I've met in others that I think are part of being a perfect person, a good person, a full person, a whole person. Many of which I don't have. Many of which I might have had. Many of which I'm sure I can have. So long as I help them grow, help them flourish turn myself into that. I've tried about 4 times, serious tries, to change myself, to fix myself over the past 5 years, to make a difference, to solve these issues. Of course, each has failed. So I'm here now, in this, whatever you would call it. While I do not know what a good person is, nor exactly what I need to do to become one, nor do I even really know what I am, there are a few things I do know. Before that, perhaps I should inform you of something. Famously, most people in life are searching for meaning. What is the meaning of life? What is our purpose? I think I've become disillusioned with such a statement. I think now a better question for what I'm looking for is, what type of person am I? Not even necessarily who am I, but what type of person am I? Am I the type to continue to rot, to give up, to waste my potential, to die an old man with nothing? Or am I the type to take control, to stop wanting to cry but being unable to stop pitying myself, to stop, in reality, self-loathing? This goes back to the things I know. I don't know exactly what it is going to take me to be the person I want to be or what that is. But there are things I now know about myself, who I am right now. Things that are nasty, things that are vile, things I have lied about. I am a pitiful young man who has been lying to himself, deceiving others. I've been telling myself all these years that I truly love myself, that I have an abundance of self-love, tolerance and things, and even in this moment I feel as if that is still true. However, for as much self-love as I have, if that is in fact right, I have at least as much hatred for myself, repressed, hidden, far, far away, deep down, that I don't reveal to anyone, but seeps out and infects me. Secondly, I lie to others. Maybe not directly, but I always talk about myself or interest in certain ways that will lead others to think I have more going on in my life, that there's more about me than there really is. In reality, this mysterious persona I've been putting on is not mysteriousness based on a solid foundation, but just mysteriousness based on the fact that I don't say anything about myself, that I don't talk to people, that I don't reveal anything, that there is no substance to me. It is not mysteriousness based on substance. My mysteriousness is based on insubstance. Unsubstance? I don't know. I don't even know English. But I'll trick people into thinking I have a good vocabulary, good vernacular. Perhaps at one point I did. Or perhaps I shouldn't. I sure read a lot. Hell, I have these... That's not the right side. I have these books all around me. But that goes into the third problem of me deceiving people into thinking that I am more. Thirdly, I have crushed my potential with brain rot. I used to despise my father and the modern people for always being on their phones, being consumed by technology, if you will. But now I find myself watching, actually I don't use TikTok, but watching YouTube shorts, probably worse, Instagram Reels, scrolling on YouTube or just wherever, wasting time Twitter, brain rotting, crushing all of my potential, my brain waves, to the point now I can't even retain the stuff I care about. I read so much garbage that when I read something of substance, well, it can't soak into the ground because there's 20 layers of garbage on top of it. Perhaps it's one of my biggest issues. I've allowed myself to fall so far, to the point where I'm deteriorating every day. That's not it about me either. I'm sorely addicted to masturbation and pornography. I have been for years. I remember the first day I found it when I was in 7th grade with a bunch of friends. And I lied about the first time I ever jacked off. I went to the woods and pretended I came because I didn't know how. And I came back and told them I did. That lie, that experience, was a start of many, many long years of suffering. The amount of times I've tried to stop it, but I haven't. Even yesterday, I masturbated. The day before, I did. Perhaps 3 times that day. I've masturbated to everything on the internet, everything under the sun. I've masturbated to the most horrific things you can think of. And whenever shame hit me, it only compelled me to do it more. I have failed myself. Ironically, I can't even get angry anymore. I haven't been able to get angry for years. I tell people I don't get angry, I just get disappointed. And that is true. I just get disappointed in other people for what they do because I like to judge them. Is my judgment right or wrong? Most likely wrong, but it doesn't matter either way. I'll judge them and I'll be disappointed in their actions because they don't fit whatever standard I believe is the right standard, which of course is not, because look at me now. Look at me here. If I knew what was right, would I be sitting here in front of this camera spilling my guts? No. Probably not. I wouldn't know. Ironically now, as I'm disappointed in others, I get to be disappointed in myself. The biggest hypocrite of them all. Acting like I know things. Acting like I'm better. I'd never told people I thought that was better. I always kept these thoughts silently behind closed lips. But ultimately, I'm a failure to myself and my own biggest disappointment for all the years wasted. You know what the kicker is? About a year ago, I was doing some self-reflection in one of my attempts to save myself, to help myself, to finally kick all this nonsense away. And I decided to figure out what it is I really want. Something I don't know. I'm so indifferent and numb to everything that I just hardly know what my wants are, much less how to voice them or recognize them. I asked myself, what is it I want? And in that moment, I realized there's one thing I want more than anything else. It nearly crushed me. All I want is to be proud of myself. It shouldn't be that much to ask for, right? But damn, is it hard? I just want to be proud of myself once. And I don't mean some fake pride where in a moment I'm proud that I went outside and ran a 5K, or an illusion or delusional illusion, whatever you want to call it, some kind of trick where I think I'm fixed but I'm not, or some fickle pride. I want to be truly proud of myself on all fronts, where I can stop and examine my life and say, Carson, you have made it. You are now happy to be alive. You are happy to be Carson Melton. You are happy to be yourself. And maybe then I can actually, with a true heart, say I love myself. I've been indifferent for too long. But I've decided on my 23rd birthday to change this. I can't wait another year. I can't wait another week, month. I can't wait another day. If I keep waiting, there's going to be nothing to go back to. That version of me in the past that I let die off is still holding on by a twig, begging me to come back for him. However, if I don't go back now, if I don't start the journey back right this moment, I won't make it in time. This is my last chance. I've been alive for 23 years, but for 13 of those, I've just been breathing. This may be cringe to some people. This may be weird. This may be hard to listen to. But that means that this is the right direction. The fact that I feel weird doing this, the fact that I feel like I need to cry, though I still cannot, that means I'm heading into something right. This is going to be the first video in this journey of videos. These video diaries. I don't know if they'll be good. It doesn't matter. I don't know what I'll talk about. It doesn't matter. I don't know if they'll be long. It doesn't matter. I don't know if they'll be short. It doesn't matter. I don't know if they'll be interesting. It does not matter. But this is the first in a string of videos that I will make every day from hell or high water that I'll post here upon this channel. And hopefully it'll act as a way to help examine myself. And maybe one day when I'm better, I can look back and see my progress. I have decided to make some changes. I have left most of my online internet circles, friends. Perhaps not left, but I've dropped communication, excluding just a few for important reasons, healthy reasons, I believe. I have started to get rid of my access to the internet. And I've decided for at the very least the next 6 months, I'm not going to get on VRChat, use Discord casually, or engage in any of these things have been wasting my life away. I'll be deleting, or monitoring at the very least, deleting if I cannot control it, any social medias I use. I'll be going dark for the next 6 months, at least. I'm going to save myself from this indifference, this lack of being unable, or this inability to have feelings, to be able to talk about things I care about, to know what I care about, to have interest, to soak in things. I have left time upon a falling rocket, and I'm not going to re-enter time until I'm healthy. Even if that means I'll fall into an endless void with no return. I'll die in that void before I return the same as I am now. So let me fall upon a falling rocket ship until I'm healthy once more.